Welcome to another episode of Money and Business. I'm Keisha Bailey, your host for this amazing show. For those who are new to me, I've been in the financial industry for over 18 years. And during that time, I've managed billions of dollars and been able to grow portfolios phenomenally. During the episodes of Money and Business, you're going to get to meet real life entrepreneurs and learn about their entrepreneurial journey, their success, their challenges, and of course, their money lessons that they've learned along the way. So before I introduce today's guest, make sure like the channel, subscribe to our channel. This is how we're able to continue to grow our platform and help to educate and empower as many entrepreneurs as possible. So let's get into it. Today's guest is Ryan Taylor, and Ryan is a certified valuation appraiser and the managing director of TASC Appraisals. Welcome to Money and Business, Ryan. Big up yourself.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So great to have you here. So, guys, Ryan is an accomplished real estate professional. I like to call him a real estate mogul because he's been able to achieve a lot of success in his field in a fairly short amount of time. Ryan is also an adjunct professor at the University of Technology, and he holds an MBA in real estate management. Well accomplished guy. He now runs his company, TASC Property Appraisal, which is one of the leading valuation and real estate appraisal companies in Jamaica. You know, real estate is a booming sector in Jamaica, and to be involved in that sector and achieve success is quite the achievement.
Yes, it is.
So, Ryan, share with our audience a bit about your background, your journey. How did you become the successful real estate entrepreneur that you are today?
Well, Keisha, it started out when I was younger. I had my father as a mentor, which is very important. When you grow in a business, you have to have somebody you can follow, you can look up to,
Yes.
you can learn from. So I had that from a very young age. When I went to George's, I looked up to him in every form and fashion. And so in growing up, I had someone to imitate, basically, and follow. So I had the strategy, I had the mindset, and somebody that I could, an example, basically.
Yeah.
So I worked with him for some time when I left high school and learned the field. You know, it wasn't an easy journey, and tell you the truth, sometimes you feel like, you want to give up.
Yeah.
But you have the vision, and I worked hard with him because it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy time.
Ups and downs.
Right. Because,
Yeah.
as a father, you have to make sure that you're not too easy with your children because they have to learn a tough life. So he was there with me and educated me through the challenges of the profession. And then I applied to the University of Technology where I teach now.
Nice. Full circle. Look at
Full
that.
circle, right. Did my years there and left and went and got some professional expertise underneath the qualification. And then I didn't want to stop there. I wanted to get more education because my thing is that I wanted to be different in the market. I didn't want to come and do what every other appraiser does.
Yeah.
So I went back and started again. I did land surveying. So I have an appraisal qualification and a land surveying qualification. And then I didn't stop there because again, I wanted to make sure that I was fully equipped to provide services to my clients. So I went and did a master's that you just mentioned.
The MBA.
So the
Nice.
MBA, right? So I'm fully rounded in expertise as it relates to real estate.
So let's talk about some of the services that your company provides. What are the different areas that you serve clients in?
Well, currently we mainly focus on appraisals. We do consultancy, of course, but our appraisal is wide. We do appraisal for residential, industrial, and commercial properties. We also advise developers and stuff like that. We advise for court cases and stuff like that. So we do appraisal on a wide perspective,
Yeah.
but we have a vision. We want to take it further. As an entrepreneur, sometimes you won't be very comfortable with the stage that you're at. You always want to grow,
Yeah.
So We want to take TASC to another level. We're looking to enter into other aspects of real estate. For example, like real estate sales, auctioneering, and stuff like that. We are licensed as a property management company, so we do that as well. But we're going to look to open other sectors of real estate.
That's nice. So I like the journey that you've gone through, that mentorship from your father. It's helped you along the way, and that propelled you to starting your own company, and you are doing multiple lines of business. Because we talk about it all the time. One income stream is too close to no income stream, so having multiple income streams is important.
Very important. Very important.
So what about challenges? Because you said it wasn't easy, ups and downs. Let's talk about some of the challenges you would have experienced.
Well, I won't go through the training aspect, because of course the training aspect to understand a field wasn't so easy. And I appreciate what my father did in not making it easy for me, because I can't handle anything now. But since we're on a business conversation, let's talk about how I started. Now, when I had to go there and actually start the business, I had no money. Right? I came out and I practically had to start with zero. But the thing about it is that you can work your connections, right? You can see who will help you. If you can find investors that can work with you and share your vision. For me, it was my grandmother. I could sell my business pitch to her. And I told her that, listen, I want to be like Daddy. I want to start my own real estate firm. I don't have any money. And then she said, listen, you know what? Come up my office, start there. And that's where TASC started. No money at all. But I got a little office. I used her connections and other connections that I had to build a name. One of the things in business you'll understand is that the first people that are going to support you is not a stranger, it's the people that know you. Right.
Gems.
So you have to reach out to them, tell them what you're selling, and then sell it to them and let them invest in you in whatever way or fashion. She didn't invest money, but she invested her property. She allowed me to be there. And so it was difficult at times because I didn't have any money, and then the difficulty is to actually sell the name now. So I have the office, thank God, but no, I need to get money, right?
Sales,
I need to sell it. So I went to different institutions trying to sell the product to them. I got rejections here and there, but guess what? I didn't stop. I continued knocking on doors, sending out emails and stuff like that. And then one day I got on my first panel, which was NCB, and that was great. Now I could actually do jobs for a major financial institution, and getting on that panel was a big plus, because then I could tell other panels, that other banks or institutions, that listen, I'm on NCB, so I'm respected, so you can put me on your panel as well. And that's when things started to roll. But it was difficult to Keisha, just to have bills and not being able to pay them, because the income level is not where you want it to be. And but it was one thing was trusting in God and trusting in the vision and what I know I could accomplish. So it was tough, but
perseverance. So definitely what I'm hearing is perseverance, consistency, getting support from others, and leverage, because you use your first achievement to leverage to get other partnerships with the other banks. So
right.
Very good. Don't give up. Keep pushing through. Persistence is the key.
Right.
And for persons who are just looking to get started, maybe in the field of real estate, what would you say are probably the top 2 or 3 things they need to focus on if they're starting off?
Well, one of the things is marketing, right? But if you're gonna start a business, you're talking, right?
And then even real estate, if they want to start a real estate business, or follow in your footsteps.
Alright, so basically you need to focus on marketing, right? It's very important that you can sell your product, you can sell the property that you have, and the business that you're projecting. Another thing is networking. Very important. it's hard to grow a business and no one knows you. You have to try and go out there, build a proper network, get to know people, and then you realize just from a business perspective, your service will grow. You have to remember, real estate is a business either way. And so that's why I'm glad that you brought me here, because a lot of people may see your profession just as a service-oriented thing. It is a business, and so you have to have the right perspective, and that's why I'm happy that you invited me.
Yeah, always, because we only bring the top of the top guests to our show. We only bring the moguls, the game changers. So very excited to have you here as well. Now, for persons talking now on the business side, as you said, the money side, which we love here, what are some of the money lessons that you've picked up that have aided in your success? Because it's not just running the business and the day-to-day, but the financial side, the financial lessons are equally as important.
Very important, very important. I must say that a business is like a human body, right? And you can't survive without blood. Now, money is what flows through the body and allows you to actually live. So that's how I view business necessarily. It is very important that the money aspect is sorted out properly. Cash is sorted and you have a proper cash flow. I would say to you, as a business owner, one of the most important persons you need on your team is an accountant, to make sure that you don't meet up into certain obstacles. I mean, you have taxes to pay, you have staff to pay. It's a lot of things to consider. But one of the main things is identifying cash flow and making sure that you have the cash flow and the blood is running through the body of the business very easily. So yeah, I think that is one of the major things I've learned. There's other stuff not related to finance, but if you don't make the money, it doesn't make any sense.
If it don't make money, it don't make sense. I love that. Yes. So we think about, entrepreneurial life, people see it and they say, I want to get started. I want to do the thing. Look at people like Ryan out there being successful. And you're hitting on some very valuable points that cash is king and you need to know your numbers. This is where your accountant comes in as one of the most important people you need. But is there anything you'd say, I guess, on the non-financial side? What are some of the skills, the talents, the strategies that you think persons need as they're venturing into real estate? Is there something specific about real estate?
You need to know the land law, because there's a lot of transactions that you will have to deal with, and you need to understand the legislations that are behind them and the laws that actually govern them. Again, if you're opening a real estate firm, one of the key persons that you want in your team is an attorney, right? So you can understand how to position yourself if there's any transaction that is happening from a real estate perspective. There are other areas that you can focus on, but to me right now for this segment, I'd say you just need to look into an attorney for your legal advice and an accountant, for the cash flow aspect, the finance aspect.
Right. And then as we think about real estate in Jamaica, I hear about boom and everybody's in construction. It's one of the fastest growing sectors in the country, Jamaica. Where do you see the future of real estate in Jamaica?
Wow, Jamaica is the best place to be. I'm being biased, so I'm sorry. But property values, I've been watching, property values from when I was a kid going up. And property values have always increased in Jamaica. I don't see where it has ever really fallen. We had the recession sometime, I think 2020. But sometime 2000, we had a recession. And what happened was that up in the upper end of the market, the prices were stationary, but they did not fall. And the lower end of the market was still very vibrant. So real estate is something that you will benefit in the long term. It is something that can create generational wealth, and it is a way of creating sustainability for your family. So in terms of Jamaica and real estate, it is a great investment. It's a great opportunity for anybody. If you have a real estate portfolio and you're looking to invest, I tell you to invest in Jamaica. I mean, I know right now we're having issues with increasing construction costs and stuff like that. But remember, at the end of the day, it's a cycle. Things will go up and things will go down. So you just need to know when to buy. And I mean, when you have a financial advisor, like Keisha, you will know when to buy and what type to buy into. And so, and you need a real estate appraiser like myself, I'll be able to tell you, which areas are good areas to invest in and stuff like that. And then you'll know how to make good deals. So the reality of it is that thinking about real estate, Jamaica, it is the right way to go.
Nice. But I don't do financial advice. I'm a financial educator.
Sorry.
Ryan is alluding there to backdoor discussions.
No,
business discussions. But I am an educator.
Right.
Educate. No, Ryan, this has been an amazing discussion because we've hit on your journey, we've hit on your successes, your failures, we talked about money, my favorite thing, and also the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I would want to say, what are some parting words that you would have for our audience? What are some of the things that you wish you knew when you were inside that someone, you'd be so happy today if you just had only known this one thing?
Right. Well, there's so much. But I'm gonna work with this one.
All right.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because in life we're gonna face certain obstacles and you're gonna go through different areas of your life. But at the end of the day, if you work a plan and you stick to the plan with consistency, you will accomplish your dreams. So I believe that if you once you have a dream, you just need to strategize, work hard, and eventually God will bless. That's my experience.
Very nice. There you have it. Well, this has been an amazing discussion with Ryan. Thank you so much for being here inside Money and Business. Of course, people are going to want to find you. So where can our audience hit you up for some business?
Well, you can find us at TASC App on Instagram, or you can find us at TASCappraisals.com. Our office is at Suite 11, 125 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 10. And you can find us also at Shop 28, 2 to 4 Fort George Street. That's in Portland. So you can find us anywhere there. Or you can hit me up at 410-9020. That's my cell number. 1876, of course.
Let me just kind of break it down for everyone because we are international. So the number would be 876 410-9020, and the addresses that Ryan gave are all in Jamaica.
Right.
But reach out to him for the business. He clearly is an expert in the field of real estate in Jamaica. Thank you so much, Ryan, for being on today with Money and Business. And of course, guys, if you are looking to learn more about investing and wealth creation, you definitely need to check out my self-paced course, the Money Blueprint course. It's available on profitjumpstarter.com/money blueprint. As always, I am very excited, very engaged at your presence. Thank you so much for being on for Money and Business. Knowledge is nothing without execution. So until our next episode, I'll see you again. Bye.